great question about conditioning and cardio if someone's trying to gain muscle and gain strength. And I said, you said like the only answer scripted was what TJ was saying. And he said, what kind of answer you the gas station? Luckily, I keep this in my car, so I could give you this answer at the gas station. So if you just, okay, so one easy way, if you want to basically improve your aerobic capacity, you want to recover faster, and you don't want to introduce a new stressor into your training, is by walking. That's one of the best ways. So you can walk, brisk walk 25 to 40 minutes a day. It's going to help you recover more efficiently. You are going to actually improve your aerobic capacity, and it's not introducing or adding a new stressor to your workout. So that's one way to do it. But obviously, if you're trying to say do like an 8-week transformation kind of contest where you can win money or something like they have, and you need to drop fat fast, that would not be the fastest way to do it. It's the safest way to do it without adversely affecting your recovery and actually enhancing it. Okay, so the most effective way to increase your conditioning and actually you can actually gain muscle from it too is going to be interval training. So we actually did a book, and we have a link at the bottom of this video on this book. It's Amazon #1 seller, Jailhouse Strong Interval Training. This has a ton of different workouts here, and so here's why this is relevant, because the problem with interval training is it causes causes muscle damage, metabolic stress, all that stuff. Think about it. If you're weighing 250 pounds and all of a sudden you just start sprinting balls out, that's going to introduce a whole new stressor into your workout. It's going to be harder to recover from, etc. So that's something you got to keep in mind here. Charlie Francis, the great Canadian sprints coach, probably the best sprints coach of all time, used to talk about it, relate this into like a cup of tea. He would say, basically recovery is like a cup of tea, so you keep pouring tea into that cup, and eventually, when it overflows, that's when you have problems. So if you keep adding new stressors into your training, eventually you're gonna have problems. There's only so much you can do. So with interval training, it is by far the most effective way. You're gonna improve your aerobic capacity, your muscle mass, your body fat's gonna decrease fat, all that stuff. But too much, too fast, more than a couple times a week, if you're already training really hard and heavy, it can be too much. So that's why we had this book out, was to tell people how to do it correctly. So interval training is the best, a couple times a week. And if you want to sample, you don't want to buy the book or anything, just type in Jailhouse Strong Interval Training. We have sample workouts and whatnot online, and you see various ways to do it. So interval training is a great way, and I would say you'd want to suit it to what you're trying to do. So if you're doing like gas station ready intervals for self-defense, that's a good way to do it. If you're whatever's going to suit what you're into. So if you're into hunting or something, you have to like actually move fast. Sometimes you won't want to do hill sprints, things like that. But yes, so interval training is the most effective. The potential issue is if you do it too much, it does introduce a new training stressor, which can be problematic in recovery. Walking is a safe bet. You can do it daily, 25 to 40 minutes or so. Good luck, and get big, get lean, and here's how you can do it without actually adversely affecting your training.